Council members?
I'm just saying, I don't believe a executive session is needed. This council feels they got to speak about it. I think they have the right to do so. That's all.
There's been absolutely too much of us not listening to the advice of our attorney, even though some of us are attorneys, and breaking the law as a governing body, whether it's corner cars or criminal investigations. I find it astounding, absolutely astounding, that our lawyer is telling us that we need to go into public session closed session about matters related to a federal criminal investigation, and you're ignoring his advice, and you want to vote on a resolution possibly related to a pending criminal investigation. This is outrageous. How can this be tolerated? Your lawyer is our lawyer is telling us we need to go into closed session, and you want to ignore his advice? No wonder people think Hoboken's a joke, because we act like one sometimes as a governing body. This is Exhibit A. It's unbelievable that you are ignoring the advice of your attorney once again. Then I'm just astounded that we wouldn't want to have the advice of our attorney before voting on this measure. I want to hear what my attorney has to say to me before voting on this measure. I don't see why anyone else wouldn't.
Council President, I think the questions should be posed to our Corporation Council to determine what, if any, legal privilege or work product exists that calls into play the confidentiality that he's suggesting.
Corporation Counsel?
All attorney-client matters that I discuss with you, by definition, are privileged. Now, you can agree to waive the advice of me saying I wish to have a discussion with you in executive session to discuss what was told to me by the FBI and what their request of me was, or don't have me do that. And that is your prerogative. You want to vote on this? Vote on it. But I'm telling you that to the extent that you vote on this and I have a problem complying with it because of the demands of an active investigation, then we'll never know that, now will we? So do what you will.
Corporation Counsel.
Councilman.
All emails that go through the city's hardware are accessible under Oprah.
When it goes to outside entities.
As an attorney, I agree. I'll give you that much. But none of these individuals here.
Excuse me.
But none of the individuals listed are attorneys.
Council President.
Excuse me.
No idea.
Excuse me, Mr. Tabakin, would you please?
I'm going to answer the question.
I'm going to ask you I'm going to ask you to. Excuse me, Mr. Tabakin, maybe we should take a break.
No, I don't need a break. I'm very happy for you to vote on this. Go ahead.
Excuse me, Mr. Tabakin, I was about ready to ask you to back up because you said something that might have been important for the rest of us to hear, but we couldn't hear you. Okay. Would you please repeat it?
Sure. The FBI requested that the integrity of their investigation be maintained by taking certain actions relative to the release of certain information, and I need to have a discussion with the body as to those requests by the FBI.
Okay, could you answer Councilman Giacchi's question as to what is privileged?
I have no idea. I haven't seen the emails.
Excuse me one second.
I'm answering the question. I know where you're going. I haven't seen the emails.
Can I please get my question out?
Sure.
What is privileged between the city and its employees to members of the press?
I don't know. I haven't seen the emails.
How is it possible? Please advise the council, because I have yet to find any privilege between the press and members of the city.
Simply because you haven't found it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. What if the emails have information that would be violative of the attorney-client privilege in them?
Then it wouldn't go to the press.
They've been waived.
Sorry.
Okay.
Come on, Corporation Counsel, you know that.
You can't be waived.
You know that.
They can't waive the attorney-client privilege.